Mike in Ormond Beach. Mike, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Steve, I'm doing great. About a week ago, you were talking about the U.S. dollar, and
Yes.
you were looking at it on a longer-term monthly basis. And you
Yes, sir.
said if it closes above a certain point, it would confirm like a longer-term bottom. And I saw
Yes.
Tuesday we bounced up to 95, and looks like we're pulling back a little bit today. Um, what do you think? Do you think that we've achieved that, and we've
Well, let me tell you what the number was. What it now we when we looked at it, it would be slightly different, I think, than where it ended the month yesterday. The number was $93.92. We
okay?
closed at $93.96. Look, I'd like to say that's a close above. Technically, it's a close above. There was not with conviction. 4 pennies. So I don't. So that what that says to me, Mike, is we have to wait to see how June plays out.
Okay.
At that stage, it had traded up towards a high. So I don't know when we were looking at it at 94.97. If we saw that kind of close, then yes. Because if we're and what we're looking at, folks, is we're looking at a monthly time frame chart for the U.S. dollar index. So I've got the continuous contract up in order so I can get all the proper detail. We can see the price oscillator is basically right at zero. And when the price oscillator gets down towards zero, you anticipate that price and Stevie's red line are going to catch up to each other. Well, that is in fact what took place last month. What you look for, a bullish test says you close above Stevie's red line. 4 pennies, folks, is not cutting it for me. Mike, it's just not, to me, it's not conclusive. So I won't give you hey, I won't give you, oh, technically because it did, it means it's moving higher. So the way I look at it, it closed basically right on Stevie's red line. So it's still neutral. Now, if we continues to trade above that level, well, then, and as each day goes, then Mike, then it says that the U.S. dollar index is done with its move, headed lower. See, it gave that same top. John asked the question about the NASDAQ, and he asked about the pattern where price is moving higher, doing less relative energy.
Hmm.
And when the U.S. dollar gave its signal on a monthly basis, it was making that exact same pattern out here. And then all we
Yeah.
really had to do was follow Stevie's red line. Well, price, in essence, did what it was supposed to do by moving lower. And then all of a sudden, it's that price oscillator that kicks in that we have to wait for and take a look at that test. So the shorter answer is I don't. It's neutral right now.
Okay.
Okay. Is there
All right.
anything
Well,
else?
thank you very much.
Yeah. No. No. What were you planning on doing with that information?
Well, since you brought other things to our attention, like with gold, about how gold trades in other currencies, which is a very important thing
Sure.
that you've taught us recently.
Yes.
The dollar is one of the things I look at before I would put on a long position for gold.
Okay. If you go back historically and you take a look at when gold is moving higher, there are plenty of periods where gold and the dollar move higher together.
Yeah.
Those periods are when gold is breaking out in all currencies. And that's really what you want to see. It tells you that the intrinsic value or whatever it is you're looking at, that buyers are there in every currency. They see it being able to move higher. So don't just use, hey, if the US dollar index, just because, let's say we did get that conviction move, I wouldn't then just assume that gold is not going to move higher
Right.
for just that one reason. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Hey, thanks for calling. That was great to hear from you and a great question. Let's see if we still have Garo.